And then just music, like a lot of people, I guess, was, or maybe not a lot of people, I don't know, was just a huge thing in the household. Growing up, hearing a lot of Bob Marley, Tony Braxton, Barry White, Michael Jackson, all that kind of stuff. So urban music, let's call it, had a heavy presence in the household. But in terms of rap and hip hop, I would have never guessed it. But so basically, I'm born in Toronto, but I grew up in an extremely small suburban town called Grimsby, which is like an hour or so and change outside of Toronto. Super small, totally lacked cultural diversity. And there was like 3 or 4 Black people in that town at the time, one being my father. So I ended up connecting with another kid who was Black, who was heavy into hip hop during school. And he put me on to hip hop and rap. But prior to that, actually, now that I haven't told this story in a while, so I'm just kind of like digging in the crates.
Take your time, bro.
Yeah, so there was one moment in grade 8 where a grade 8 dance was happening, and I walked in, and I was in, I think, grade 7 or 6 at the time, and there was some older kids, and they put on like the Ghetto Blaster at the time. It was CDs though, CDs. There was actually CDs at that time, not that old. They put on like Rough Riders Volume 1.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, like just like some serious rap, like DMX, Swiss Beats, all of these guys. And that was my introduction to hip hop music. Started listening to it a lot, but then connected with this other kid I mentioned earlier, Sean, forget his last name. And he at the time was like recording actual hip hop songs. And that's what introduced me and exposed me to it. And I totally give credit to having learned piano and playing all these different instruments and the exposure to music from my folks, that putting me in a position to emulate what I saw him doing rhythmically and vocally with hip hop and stuff. So he was really the catalyst that brought me into the hip hop culture as a performer and artist. And for whatever reason, man, I guess from listening to so much music and again, all the background playing music, I was able to comprehend how to write lyrics and how to deliver vocally pretty quickly. And that led on to like a small production deal when I was like 16 years old. Because I was under 18, my parents had to sign off with a production company in Ontario in Canada. Put out some projects, did a whole bunch of shows, and that started the musical journey all throughout high school into my early 20s. And then, like many people, I think, when they start a musical journey, shit gets hard and shit gets real really fast. I mean, it's not easy to make it. It's not easy to generate income from your desire and passion to make music. So I had a lot of issues with working traditional jobs and structuring myself personally and professionally to put myself in a position to fund my career. So music fell by the wayside. And then that's what started my journey into fitness and everything else, to what I would say distract me essentially from what I really wanted to do ultimately.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a that's the thing. This is one I love the shows. I'm having like my mates come on here, and I knew shit about you.
Yeah.
But like in that context, man, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like you have and this is the reason why I think like when you do like the remixes that you've been throwing out in the last like 6 months, they're just like on point. Like the Drake one, I think you've done like a couple of Drake.
There's a couple of Drake ones, yeah.
But that first Drake one you put out, I was like, this guy, this motherfucker's good.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So that's do you think that plays a big part in producing music, on having a background like yourself and playing piano? Do you think you could be a successful producer? Okay, let me rephrase that question. Reframe. Could you be successful if you have an ear, but what's the amount of people who can actually be a good producer that actually just have an ear but can't play instruments?
Yeah, great question.
That minority, do you reckon?